After the 2025 NFL Draft, I really feel like this could be the year that Baltimore finally shocks the National Football League and they finally get it done in the Lamar Jackson era. And I'm going to tell you about why on today's show. Got 5 reasons for you. Make sure you stick around for all of them. Before we get into the reasons, though, don't jinx it, okay? I'm a superstitious guy. When I was growing up, I made sure I had to wear all the same underwear in my Little League soccer games, Little League football games, and I'm still the same way, okay? So I need you guys to like the video if you want the Ravens to win the Super Bowl in 2025. If you don't like it, that means you don't want to happen. That means you're not a good Ravens fan, all right? If you want it to happen, go ahead, hit that thumbs up button. Five reasons why to believe. Number 1, we're going to start with the defensive coordinator. That is Mr. Zach Orr. It is year 2 for him, okay? And I'm not going to lie to you guys. I will admit it. I was not a Zach Orr supporter. This was a thumbnail for a video I made right about 6 weeks into the season. And then this was another thumbnail I made for a video about 9 weeks into the season. I was not excited about the way that he started. And I wasn't the only one. Like, he didn't start off well. This defense was not playing well. This was the worst pass defense in the National Football League. Weeks 1 through 10, they ranked 25th, 27th, 32nd, 30th, and 32nd in a bunch of different passing statistics. And then the last 7 weeks of the season, they were first, second, first, and 11th. An absolute turnaround. And I get it. Part of that was because our Darius Washington got into the lineup. But I also think anybody who doesn't put some of that on Zach Orr is just ridiculous, okay? It took Orr a little while to get into the swing of things, about 10 weeks. But he got there. And now in year 2, I expect another big jump. And I think he expects that as well. He's the kind of guy that expects constant improvement. And when you improve the way that he did in year 1, and now you're going into year 2, I got a lot of really exciting expectations for the defensive coordinator. If you guys are a fan of Zach Orr, show him some love. Like today's video, okay? Do you love what he did at the end of the season? If so, show me by hitting that thumbs up button. Speaking of Zach Orr, he's got 2 brand new weapons on the defensive side of the football, and that is with Mr. Malachi Starks and Mr. Mike Green. We're going to keep it to just those 2 as of right now because those are 2 guys that I firmly believe can come in and just make an absolute immediate impact. Here's what Malachi Starks brings to the Baltimore Ravens, okay? He's a willing run defender. He's got incredible ball skills. I know every single one of you guys has seen the interception against Oregon by now. He has great position versatility. He's a lot like Kyle Hamilton in that way where he can play nickel. He can play near the line of scrimmage. He can play strong safety, free safety. He can go anywhere. He's a young leader. We've already seen that rookie minicamp. He's breaking down the huddle. He came in, and he's telling everybody, guys, this is my defense. And also, you get to take the leash off of Kyle Hamilton, and that's going to help your defense a ton. If you look at the current state of the depth chart of the Baltimore Ravens, Kyle Hamilton is actually playing in the nickelback position, the slot DB. You could see him right there at green, right above defensive line, right to the right of Nate Wiggins at cornerback. That allows Malachi Starks to play in safety role, or Darius Washington to play in safety role, and then Marlon Humphrey to go back to outside cornerback. That's going to improve your defense a ton, that Kyle Hamilton can now be put anywhere again, whether it's slot DB or whether it's as a safety. Marlon Humphrey, he doesn't need to just play nickelback this year because that's kind of all he had to play because Kyle Hamilton really could only play safety last year. You couldn't really put him anywhere else. Now, Malachi Starks comes in, takes that leash off of Hamilton. Now let's talk about Mike Green, the best pass rusher in football last year. A 91.4 pass rush grade. His run defense was a 90.2. His pass rush grade was a 90.9, and his pass rush win rate was a 20.2%. That means every one of his pass rush reps, he won within 2.5 seconds, 20.2% of the time. 1/5 of the time. This defense needs that. They need consistent and constant pressure. Mike Green will bring that, okay? Whether the sack number's there or not, I'm confident he'll be able to rush the passer and pressure the passer consistently. Let's go to number 3 now, okay? How about a different type of wide receiver for Lamar? The offseason edition of DeAndre Hopkins, it's kind of been like conflicting opinions. I've always been really excited about it because he's incredibly cheap, $5 million, and he brings a veteran presence. He's not your typical wide receiver diva. He's a great red zone target. He's a contested catch demon, which is kind of where Baltimore struggled last year. They had 27 drops, 8th most in the National Football League. They were top 10 in drop balls. And that's just something that DeAndre Hopkins doesn't really do. 2 big stats for you. He had 2 drops in 2024. And his catch rate over expected was plus 7.2%, still top 18 in the National Football League. And I know we've showed you these pictures before. We're not going to break them down. We're just going to flash through them because they just show you time and time again, game and game again, in Kansas City, he's able to make these contested catches. Whether it's in the middle of 2 guys, whether it's tight one-on-one coverage, whether it's deep inside the 10-yard line, whether it's like while he's getting hit, like one-handed catches, this dude still can do it on the goal line. He gives Lamar Jackson something he hasn't had yet. That is a goal line threat wide receiver, a red zone target wide receiver. I love Zay Flowers. I love Rashad Bateman. They're not that guy in that sense of the word. DeAndre Hopkins is, okay? Predict D-Hop's 2025 stat line in the comment section down below. Get those crystal balls out. Tell the future. And let me know in the comment section. Coming up, we got 2 more reasons to believe. Are you a believer? I'm trying to make you one right here on today's show. Before that, I'll tell you what I'm a believer in. That's our friends at Prize Picks. You can cash in on basketball playoffs with Prize Picks. Don't miss your last chance to add your favorite players from the court to your Prize Picks lineup. Whether it's points, rebounds, assists, take your pick of more or less for your shot to win up to 2,000 times your cash today. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. Join over 10 million users and sign up today. Prize Picks is the best way to win real money this basketball season. Which players are going off, which ones aren't? Make your picks in less than 60 seconds and turn your sports stakes into real money all season long on Prize Picks. And maybe you're not a big basketball fan. Well, if you're only a football fan, they still have season projections for all the quarterbacks. You can go Lamar Jackson. I went with Lamar on passing yards, 3,399.5. Took the less on Michael Penix, the less on J.J. McCarthy as well. You can do the exact same thing as I can. Fade my picks. You can tell my picks. Just make sure you use our friends at Prize Picks. And download the Prize Picks app today. Use code CLNS. Get $50 instantly when you play just $5. That's code CLNS on Prize Picks. Get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need a win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. The link to this promo is in the comments and description of today's video. Prize Picks, run your game. I know it's been an often topic of discussion over the past couple of days, but it's just going to be a fresh special teams unit, okay? And I think that's going to be beneficial for Baltimore because you got to think of what Justin Tucker was doing in some of the losses. You're down 12 with 1 minute left. Well, in that game, he missed 2 field goals and an extra point, right? So if those were made, you only need a touchdown to take the lead. Another loss. You're down 8 with 3:35 left. He's missed 2 field goals. So now you need a touchdown 2-point conversion. In reality, you would have just needed a field goal. Another loss. You're down 5 with 1 minute left. You had the ball. Well, he went 1 for 2 on field goals that day. You needed a touchdown. Instead, you could have just gotten yourself a nice little field goal. And in 2024, he made 22 field goals, 23rd best in the National Football League. His field goal percentage, 73.3, 32nd. His field goal percentage from 40 to 49 yards, 62.5, 30th in the National Football League. His field goal percentage from 50-plus yards, abysmal, 54.5, 26th best in the NFL. He was not top 20 in a single statistic last year. And so, this fresh special teams unit, it's going to be a good thing, I think. Now you get Tyler Lue, who I'm really excited about. That kid's got a leg on him. We've all seen the clip of him hitting from 65, from 62. He's got a lot to learn. But I think with Justin Tucker out of the building, it's going to take a lot of distraction out. He's going to just be focusing on being the best kicker he can be. And you get a fresh face, an entirely fresh special teams unit at the kicking position. And then lastly, you still have elite offensive talent and an elite offensive coordinator. Okay? Those three guys, and Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, and Zay Flowers, were nothing short of phenomenal in 2024. 5,000 total yards for Lamar, 2,000 total yards for Derrick Henry, 1,100 total yards for Zay Flowers. 45 touchdowns for Lamar, 18 for Henry, 4 for Flowers. PFF ranked, they were number 1 for Henry and Lamar. Zay Flowers, top half of the league at 16th. They combined for 67 touchdowns. And this offensive line, sure, there's some question marks. Sure, everybody would like a little bit more depth on it. But I've still got faith in them. I've got faith on the outside. I've got faith in Linderbaum. Daniel Fa'alele, I know he wasn't everybody's favorite, but still, he was good enough last year. Hopefully, he takes a step up. Same with Andrew Voorhees. And let's talk about Todd Monken, because we got to talk about Todd Monken. There's a reason he got that contract extension in late January. Because if you look at the numbers last year, they were first in total expected points added. First in expected points added per pass. Fourth in expected points added per rush. First in yards per game. Tied for second in touchdowns scored. They were unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And Lamar, unbelievable. You know what else is unbelievable? The fact that he didn't win MVP. With 4,000 yards, 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 8.8 yards per attempt. 3 of those being career highs. Todd Monken sets this team up, sets this offense up for success time and time again, and you got the players good enough to execute on it. Be honest with me. What's your confidence level in Todd Monken? Scale it 1 to 100 in the comment section down below. Genuinely, I sit at like a 97. Curious to hear you guys' answer. As always, while you're scrolling back up for me down there in the comment section, make sure to hit that big red sub button. You're not going to be able to miss it. And if you do miss it, shame on you. If you don't, hey, welcome to the Ravens Rundown. We give you daily coverage right here on the channel. So we'll see you next time.